steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, your favorite weekly sports podcast show. At this point, maybe bi-weekly. That's right. This is Sideline Banter, and I'm your host, Cooper Pose. Joining me as always, I got my co-host right here, Weston Murphy, and behind the camera, we got the man, the myth, the legend.
What'd you say your name was again?
The producer, Spencer Steinke. My name's Cooper Pose. This is Sideline Banter.
All right.
Welcome back. Sorry, guys, we missed you again. Another week. We had another week of some tech difficulties. We're hoping
we recorded 40 minutes of a banger.
We did. We did record 40 minutes of a banger. Before I say anything else, Blake Elliott, we're so sorry. You've asked the same question 3 weeks in a row now. We have not gotten to answer it.
We've come to the conclusion that is now deemed the cursed question. Blake Elliott's
every
question.
time we address it, it seems to crash the stream. So
we're just not going to bring it up.
We're just not going to bring it up.
We love you.
Good question, though. We really liked it. We answered it really well a few times.
Three different times.
Well, and we ran it with Carlo 3 different times.
We did. Three times in one night.
Answered it 6 times on air.
But we do hopefully have a banger for you guys tonight. Free agency frenzy is underway. NFL is going nuts. We had a massive announcement from Aaron Rodgers today. Kind of announcement. He was saying it wasn't really an announcement, but it was an announcement. Today is also a very special day as well. Today is Mike Tomlin's birthday. I just want to say happy birthday, Mike T. If you ever, for some reason, see this episode, hey, man, happy birthday. Shout out.
Shout out Mike T.
Shout out Mike T, K-Swiss.
I fucked that guy. Whoa. Big pause. I fuck with that guy. Very heavy. Boy,
Whoa, holy shit.
Not the start we wanted, huh?
Not the start we wanted, but I will say,
let's pick this up.
Mike T, if you do want to see this video, don't forget to follow us at _ Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. Find us at Sideline Banter on YouTube. New episodes every Thursday at 8 a.m. Catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Pump it in headphones.
Just found out we're on Amazon too. Pretty sick. I don't know how many people have Amazon, but I know a lot of people have Amazon, but I mean like Amazon Music. Amazon
you know what
Podcast.
I'm hearing too? I hear just me and you, we sound so good in those new Apple AirPod Pro Maxes.
Who's your source? The one guy we know who owns a pair?
Hey, I know a few people.
Okay. Say.
That's just the word on the street.
That is the word on the street.
I'm a huge NASCAR guy now too.
Got this guy. But yeah, we have an action-packed show for you tonight. Really, honestly, this is the first time I feel pretty confident that we have like real NFL
news in the recent
real
weeks.
NFL news to talk about
since the season ended.
Since the season ended, which really was only 5-6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But free agency this year has been wild and exciting already, and it's only been 3 days, so I'm excited to cover it tonight.
You had me at Action Pack. Did you hear John Wick 4? Coming out soon.
I did hear John Wick 4 is coming out soon. To be honest, I haven't seen the last two, so.
Oh, we're going to have to get on that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little movie marathon for us in the future, huh? Maybe an action weekend.
In the Discord.
Oh,
dude, we should rent a theater. Sideline Banter, John Wick.
Banter, John
Wick.
Wick.
Dress up in suits.
Everyone pulls up in your suits. It's John Wick.
That'd be cold.
Be pretty sick. We'll probably get some hints on that.
Some hype.
Yeah. But speaking of getting some hits, get some questions this week from our people over on the socials, sweeping the socials. Jump right to those. Murph, you want to go ahead and lead us off?
Yeah, I do. But also, you said speaking of hits, I want to reference the hits that we saw in the UFC fight that we were supposed to cover last week. That we had with Carlo on the show to go over. Reaction, overall great fight. We saw some...
Overall great fight. Another fantastic fight this weekend.
Super good action. And yeah, this weekend we got another banger of a card. We got Fiziev versus Gaethje and Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman rematch. It's going to be a big one, fellas.
Third fight.
Hey, you're right.
Who do you got in that? While we're on topic. We should have got the Llamas picks for that before, but
we definitely should have. I'm still torn. I don't know, brother. I'm really torn on that one.
Should I phone a friend? Should I try calling Carlo and see if he'll answer right now? Give us his pick for the Gaethje and the Usman fight?
I already know he likes
Usman, right?
No, Fiziev.
For
sure.
Okay, yeah. I don't like that. I got Gaethje on that one.
I don't know who I like. Okay.
Let's see if he answers.
Phone in a friend live on the show. Carlo, let him know. You're on Sideline Banter.
Well,
the anticipation is killing me.
While we're waiting, though, I do have Usman. I think there's no way that he loses.
Really?
Oh, he's not going to answer?
Yeah, I feel like he got lucky in the...
Hey, Carlo, you're live on Sideline Banter. What's up?
I love it. I love what's going on.
All right, super quickly, who you got this weekend, Usman or Edwards?
So funny, dude. I'm actually watching the countdown right now.
Let's go. Llama's always on his action.
Dude, honestly, it just like it tears me apart because I like rewatched the fight and Usman was really dominating that whole fight, dude. I just think that Leon might go in there a little bit more confident, but I give the slight edge to Kamaru.
All right.
Okay.
Give the slight edge to Kamaru. I think it's gonna be a great fight. No, I think Kamaru's coming fishing for blood.
Yep, I agree.
What about Weston already said who you're probably thinking. What about the Gaethje fight?
Yeah, you know what? Fiziev. I think it's gonna be a super fun fight. Probably fight of the night.
For sure. Maybe fight of the year.
But I think that Fiziev is just a little too tactical. Nothing against Gaethje. I think Gaethje can be a little too wild sometimes.
Yeah.
Agree.
I think I would honor him. I got Fiziev. I think it's a great fight. It's gonna be interesting to see this little leg kick war. They're gonna be kicking the shit out of each other, so that's gonna be super fun.
True.
But I still got Fiziev. It's gonna be good though. I'm excited.
Yeah, Vittori.
You know what, dude? That one was tough for me to decide. But then after watching Roman's fight against Jack Hermanson and that little like calf slicer he got him in, and it was just fucking him up. I think Roman's gonna have the slight edge in the grappling.
Wow.
Striking. I think Vittori probably looks a little bit better. But they actually used to train together, and Marvin was talking about that, and it kind of looked like Marvin was a little nervous. I don't know what happened behind the curtains when they were training together, but I got a feeling that Roman might come out on top.
Hey, thanks, Llama. We appreciate it.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Carlo. We appreciate it. We brought up the fight, and we just want to get your opinion. All right. Talk to you soon, Llama.
Always.
Don't forget to follow the Llama on Twitter. See you, Carlo. Yeah, sweet. We got his input. Wish we would have gotten a more, UFC spectacular episode, but
hey,
thanks for the input, Carlo. We'll talk to you soon.
We got a good fight, UFC 286. Nonetheless, we're gonna have a banger again this weekend. So,
hey,
that's always fun. Hey, but everybody watching, they're at 2 p.m.
They are at 2 p.m.
They are in London town.
They are 2 p.m.
Shit.
Me and Weston were talking about that. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna watch it.
So don't sleep through them, Spence.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, they're on at 2. Which, I don't hate. But yeah, hey, do we get to them socials?
Yeah, let's sweep them. Let's go ahead and do it. Do the damn thing. First question we got today from Noah Gerald. We appreciate you, Noah.
Wow, breaking news, real quick. Sorry.
Okay, breaking news. Sideline Banter has it.
Orlando Brown.
Oh, Jaguars.
Signing a 4-year deal, $64 million. Bengals.
No way.
Oh, shit.
That's a big move.
Crazy. Big move. $31 million signing bonus.
So Leal Collins is donezo.
Yes, I would assume so. Unless they move him to right tackle. Because,
that's a good move.
Offensive line is still atrocious. They were not good last year.
So, yeah, they got Orlando Brown, who should take care of TJ Watt in all the divisional games.
Okay. That's incredibly ignorant. But, okay, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, all right. Let's go to the socials.
All right. All right, Coop, we got a question from Noah Gerald here. Yeah, we got her looking back in the distance, looking very, very sadly. Noah.Gerald asks us, give me your guys' top 10 draft picks from all three of you guys. We love the show. Thanks for entertaining.
Us.
We just 30 picks?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, top 10.
Yeah, I could maybe do like 3.
Yeah. I could maybe do like...
I'm honestly not too sure.
I'm just going to run through... I haven't
been following the draft all that much.
I'm just going to run through some of my favorite guys.
Okay.
Honestly. So you guys can run through them as well, but we definitely have, some interesting prospects at quarterback, I think, for sure.
No, I agree.
And we have teams that need quarterbacks at the top, so I think we're going to see a couple guys go off the board
First 2 picks will be quarterbacks, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's indicative by the trade.
For sure, the number 1.
Yeah.
No, they've been saying all last week that the Panthers are definitely going
Panthers
for
might trade it, though.
No way.
Yeah, they're saying they said they're still open.
Bro, what
Panthers
they just gave away everything.
The Panthers
not
said
everything, but a lot.
Panthers said that if there are multiple prospects that they're interested in, they would be open to trading back down.
Wow, that's
but
crazy.
Think about it. If they trade back down, they would still get a haul back. They'd probably get all those picks back. If not, at least another number one.
Dude, that'd be an L if they did.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, go ahead, Weston.
I don't know. We can see definitely Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, or Anthony Richardson go in one of those top 3 picks.
One of those.
I guess the question is, who do you guys like the most out of that group?
Out of the quarterbacks?
Yeah,
I'd probably say either Anthony Richardson or Bryce Young.
Interesting.
I feel like CJ Stroud probably go a little bit later.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
not
right now
much,
he's projected to go number 1.
Say, a lot of people have him number 1.
Yeah, that's why they think the Panthers moved up is to get CJ.
Yeah, I know he did really well at the.
He threw really good. Yeah. He's really consistent, bro. He won the Elite 11 too. Nice. Got the pedigree.
Honestly, out of all of those quarterbacks, I think in terms of athletic ability,
Richardson's upside is huge, huh?
Richardson's upside is massive, and that's what I was going to say. I think I like the most in terms of when you look at freak athlete and what we've seen the NFL not entirely transition over, but we've seen a lot of teams try to hit on freakish athletic quarterbacks like Richardson. I mean, we saw Newton for a while.
Yeah, are you getting Cam Newton or are you getting Jamarcus Russell?
Exactly. So
who are you getting out of Richardson? He can go either way.
But he's not good enough. He's not high up there enough to be number 1 pick. I think his risk reward is too.
I wouldn't be surprised if they got him.
For somebody to go number 1, for him to go number 1, but I mean, people were saying the same thing about Baker Mayfield, and then he went number 1. He went from being outside the top 10 to number 1 pick in a matter of a day.
And Kyler was not. I mean, Kyler wasn't a lock for number 1. He had so many question marks. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like Kyler's whole thing was if he was going to play baseball or football, and once they decided he was going to play football, that's when we started to see a lot more teams kind of be like, all right, like. Guy going to be the guy? We don't know still. I think Kyler still obviously has a chance to be the guy. He's got to grow up a little bit according to his offensive tackle, Kelvin Beachum. I don't know if you guys heard or saw that interview on 98.7. Kelvin Beachum went on, I think
President Sports Arizona
I think
Radio.
It was, look, man, it's sports.
All right, don't defend yourself.
It's basketball season right now, so they're talking more Sun stuff, which I don't mind hearing. He went on, I think it was Burns and Gambo, and they were talking to him about Kyler, and I don't remember the specific question, but they asked him somewhere around the realm of if there's something that you think Kyler could improve on, what would it be? And he literally said he needs to grow up.
No way.
And he kind of tried to backpedal a little. He definitely actually backpedaled a lot.
You got to as your lineman.
He said, and I don't want to say quote unquote because I don't know I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but basically the whole idea, the whole interview was him saying he wasn't thrashing on Kyler, but he said Kyler is getting paid all this money. He's the quarterback of the team. He has to grow up. He has to be a leader. He has leadership skills that he still has to work on and things that he can improve on. And that is a part of growing up, as he said. So I don't think it was necessarily a dig at him. I think it was
just being honest.
It was the fact that he literally, as soon as they asked him that question, the first things that came out of his mouth was that he needs to grow up. Like
that's wild.
Hearing that was like, whoa, what? Like
he had that one ready to go in the chamber.
Like that was. They asked him, and he immediately was like, "Oh, I know what I'm gonna say. Like he needs to grow up." Like he provided context to what he was meaning, but I think he probably could have went into that a little bit softer. Maybe saying like, he needs to maybe work on some leadership skills a little bit. He's a young guy, develop more, but
mature. The fact that just saying grow
even
up,
mature, even mature. Like even if he said, like you just said, like he needs to mature a little bit. Like mature still kind of feels like okay, that's weird, but straight up saying like if somebody says to you, you need to grow up, I feel like 80% of the time that's like
a dig.
It's a
little bit.
It's a thrash at you. Like
I mean, we say that all the time to each other to make fun of each other. Like grow up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like most of the time, in terms of talking about critiquing somebody or what they need to work on, like somebody saying you need to grow up. Most of the time, it's like, whoa, okay, like. But God, enough Cardinals talk.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to these draft picks.
Yeah.
All right, so we all have our differences at quarterback. I think ultimately Bryce Young could be really, really good just because he has that like it factor under pressure in the pocket. But I am really, really nervous about his size and his weight if he's going to be able to hold up in the NFL. So I think he's ultimately going to go to Houston. I think C.J. Stroud will go 1 to the Panthers, and then Richardson will go to either the third team or another team. And then
the third pick is Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals are going to take either Jalen Carter or Will Anderson, or they'll trade back.
Carter's stock is falling today.
Yeah,
you see what happened with him at his pro day?
Jalen Carter showed up overweight to his pro day, didn't run the drills very well.
Yeah, he was cramping, couldn't even finish the day. Yeah. Cramping's not a big deal, but the fact that he looked out of shape, and reports were coming out that he was breathing pretty heavily during some. I mean, I saw a video of him going through a drill, and it was very.
All that tells me is that his focus is elsewhere, and that makes me think that
he's got a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
obviously,
the other shit is probably playing a big
team will
factor.
still take a risk on him. I mean, Laramie Tunsil got exposed literally 20 minutes before the draft when that gas mask video got leaked, and
that should have made him the number 1 overall pick.
He
should have been the number 1 pick.
He's still.
For that.
I mean, he was the highest paid left tackle at one point in the NFL.
They literally put that on the big board in the draft. I feel like I remember that being such a huge deal.
I feel like I remember that too.
Yeah. Everybody was like, what the fuck? And it ended up being one of his own people that leaked the photo. Crazy.
Be your own people. Watch out, Sideline Banter.
I also really like, I'm sure you guys can agree, Bijan Robinson out of Arizona, South Point Catholic running back. Shout out, represent. I think we all like him a lot. I think he's going to be a really good pickup for whoever ends up getting him. Mm-hmm. My comparison for him is like DeAndre Swift type of player. I feel like he can end up going to a team, be a nice two-way player, but we could also see him be a 3-down back. I don't really know. He is 6 foot 220, so he has the build ultimately, but he has a lot of wear and tear already on his body and stuff. So I don't want to see a team like get him and use him like the Texans used Dameon Pierce this year. Like I want to see him work into the offense and not be the focal point right away. I think that gives him more of an opportunity to shine and use his pass catching skills.
You think he's a first round pick though? You think he slides to the second round?
No, I think he ends up being in the first round.
Think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a team takes a chance.
Of Nolan Smith though.
Nolan Smith is going to be an insane steal. He'll be a top 10 pick, I think. Yeah. I think his 40 and all the way that he measured at the combine ended up solidifying him as a top 10 pick, even though he didn't play in the bowl game or whatever. The freakish stats that he put up at the combine, like a team's going to definitely take him. And he has the pedigree. He played at Georgia, and he has a really good attitude, dude. Like he's a winner. So I'm excited about him for sure.
I think Andrew Voorhees could have been a number 1 pick if he didn't tear his ACL.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought he would have been pretty high up there.
Miles Murphy's going to be a really good pick, the D lineman out of Clemson. I really like the DB out of Oregon, Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback. He's super, super talented. Everyone says his ball skills are the best in the draft. I'm also super high on Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back out of Alabama. I think he is really, really good. He reminds me a lot of Alvin Kamara with like a Dalvin Cook type of burst. Like he's going to be, I think, a really, really good steal for someone. He's going to end up being a weapon. So, Jordan Addison, I know you like him. He's going to end up being a good player, I think.
I feel like he won't go top 10.
No, he won't.
Maybe not even.
He won't.
Might not even be first round.
He'll go 15. He'll go 15 and back.
Yeah, I see.
He'll go 15 and back.
I know we really like Joey Porter Jr. You might end up seeing him sliding to your team, which would be
I would
optimal.
hope so. Steelers have addressed a couple needs that we desperately needed this offseason already. So it'll be interesting to see what route they go draft time, because they hold the 18th pick and we have the 32nd pick, because the Dolphins lost their draft pick this year. The Bears traded us their second round pick for Claypool, so we technically have the first pick on day 2. So it'll be wide open.
That'll be
whoever,
a good pick.
Yeah, for whoever, because that'll be
Porter if he slides.
Yeah, that'll be either Porter or Addison, I think, between the two.
Really?
Oh yeah,
receiver.
Addison said at the combine. They asked him.
Oh, because he went to Pitt with Pickett.
They asked him at the combine. They asked him at the combine how he would feel about being reunited with Kenny, and he literally said at the podium, "Come and get me."
Well, that's awesome.
So, are you hype on that?
I mean, we don't.
Will USC guy?
Dude, the Steelers love USC too.
We don't need a receiver. That's my biggest yes, I want him.
You don't need one.
We have other issues we need to address. We signed a guard from Philadelphia yesterday, who I'm pretty stoked about. Eagles Twitter is saying that they are very upset that he's gone because he was pivotal in their run game. We signed Patrick Peterson. Obviously, he's a little dicey, but like the thing. It's a matter of if we're gonna address
DB loss is huge.
DB loss is huge. Cam Sutton loss is massive. I was very disappointed in that.
I was disappointed in that too.
It's
honestly,
all a matter of what we do with that first pick. Because if we go O-line that first pick, then it's
the
really
D might suffer.
It's up in the air. It's up in the air for who we're gonna get with that day 2 first pick.
Defense.
I would hope so.
I think it's going to be defense the first pick and offense the second pick.
It all just depends on who's there, honestly. Well, 18 is basically best available at that point, I feel like, unless dudes are sliding.
I also really like Dalton Kincaid, the tight end out of Utah. I think he's really, really good.
He's super good.
There's been some talk about him on the Cowboys. Keely Ringo, our guy out of Saguaro High School, DB from Georgia. I think he's going to be a really high pick too as well.
Tuli Pelotu.
Yeah, a couple mock drafts have him going to Pittsburgh.
Oh, really?
I think Tuli will probably go, maybe not first, but definitely by the second.
Brian Brzee out of Clemson. I really like him. He's really athletic inside. I'm trying to think. I don't know as many players. Keishawn Butte or whatever his name is from LSU, the guy that got in trouble. Remember that? He didn't go for
Sorry, there was breaking news on my phone. I was reading it. Darius Slay staying in Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah, his wife tweeted, "Let's go, baby. We're here," with a bunch of Eagles emojis.
Damn, he's sold.
Which is weird that they released him.
Super weird.
Yeah, dude, free agency's nuts, man. I'm excited to talk about it.
Guy like Tuli out of USC, he's going to be good.
Yeah, I think he had 12.5 sacks last year.
I think Jalen Hyatt has a lot of hype on him. I don't know if he's going to pan out. I don't think he's big and physical enough to play in the NFL like that against these DBs. The receiver out of Tennessee, the speed guy.
Yeah, I don't know about him.
We'll see, because the only thing I've seen him do is run past people. And
his combine wasn't too bad. His 40 was, I don't want to say slow, but it was
not as fast as I would have thought.
Not as fast as I would have thought.
4.41 is good, though.
Yeah, 4.41 is obviously fantastic.
Yeah, you would have thought he would run in the 4.3s. There's a lot of interesting prospects. You also have that 6'7" tight end out of Georgia, who can block, and he's pretty much a swing tackle. We saw him catch that fade route.
That guy's massive. He's honestly another offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's a swing.
I think Noah asked this question for all Cardinals fans because he wants to hear what we're gonna say for them at number 3, and I feel like the Cardinals are probably gonna go Will Anderson, no doubt.
Yeah. It's the safest pick, and you guys lost J.J. Watt and Zach Allen, so it's a D lineman that's going to come.
Anderson, no doubt.
The only reason that I kind of lean Jalen Carter at first is because you lost J.J. Watt and Zach Allen, the two presence inside to stop the run. But at this point, you lose Marcus Golden as well, so you need a guy on the edge as well as a guy on the inside. So I think we're going to just see them get Will Anderson, a proven winner, an Alabama guy, and a high motor player that you're going to see off the edge.
I mean, when it looked like Pittsburgh was going to be in a top 5 pick, a lot of mock drafts had us picking him. So
I forgot you guys were so shitty the whole year.
At one point we were a top 5.
Just went off at the end of the year.
Top 5, literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we won 6 of our last 8, I think. We went 6-2 after the bye.
Nice.
Crazy. Too late.
Well, might not be our top 10s, but
yeah,
a lot of
guys we like.
Players we like. Look out for in the draft. Guys that we think are winners. I would be happy if my team took those players. I think for sure. Thanks Noah.Gerald for the
all
draft
those guys
question.
Will be gone by the time it gets to Pittsburgh. So and you.
Probably, yeah.
Most of them.
All right, we got a question from Blake _Elliott __34. Hopefully this is not a cursed question like it has been in the past. Knock on wood. All right, boys. We talked about the draft and the players that are about to get picked in this April. If we were drafted into the NFL, first overall, the big bag, the guaranteed money, a nice contract, the face of the NFL for the next years, what are we doing with our money? What's our first move? What's our bag move?
Well, I think first of all, you got to do the dinner.
What dinner?
All the
but rookie dinner's not till like training camp.
That's not until training camp. What are we doing right after
immediately
when we sign our deal? When we get back to the fucking facility?
I think first pick. Usually the signing bonus is like 10 mil or something.
More than that. 15.
I think you're right. It's like 15, I think.
And you being the first pick, you're gonna have marketing, sponsorships. We're gonna have bags for sure.
For sure, a closet fully decked out, shoes, clothes, everything like that. I'm getting.
All right, nice. Selfish ass answer. I'm gonna definitely buy my mom a house.
That was gonna be my next one.
Definitely
buy my family a house.
Get my family straight for sure. Have them never have to worry about shit again, and then I'll worry about me. Get myself a nice little apartment right by the facility. Okay. Something small, something slight. Because I'm focused on football. I'm not trying to be a bust there, okay?
You made me sound selfish because that was gonna be my second thing was get a house, a nice house for my family. So
yeah, I get my parents the nice house.
Just to be clear, Travon Walker's rookie deal, worth around $41.465 million. It included a holy fuck. $24,360,088 signing bonus.
That's right when you sign it.
God.
Right when you hit the check, we get 24 M's.
That's
Oh my
great.
God, that's fire.
So yeah, I'm buying a house in Arizona, putting the fam in it. They're gonna live in that in the off season wherever I'm playing, and then I'm gonna buy a mellow little calm crib. You know where?
Nothing too crazy, but
where we're
definitely
playing.
livable.
Yeah, we're gonna be single still, so you know we're
Bachelor.
yeah, a little pad. Definitely got to have the closet though. We got to get dripped up.
Yes,
we're the
sir.
number one pick. We got to show out.
Got to come to the draft looking good too.
We got to facts. We gotta
Yeah,
have
but
the
I mean that's pre. We're talking post.
Yeah, I know, but you got to come.
Most of those times, those dudes are getting. What do you say?
You gotta come me up. You gotta come.
Big pause. Hey, number one overall pick. I signed for $24 million. I may just.
I was just gonna say.
Strip club.
Okay,
No.
Bad investment.
No.
I'm not going there.
Sorry.
No one's John Moraning me after
Yeah, I
my
was gonna say.
contract.
Actually not. Did you see all the money that he threw in that picture?
Dude, the whole floor was covered.
floor.
They said that fool was not even drinking that night either.
Full
What does he do when
floor.
he's drinking?
Yeah, they said he was sober. The owner said he wasn't drinking.
That's
the owner said he
crazy.
was very respectful though.
Dude, he was looking into her butthole like a demon in that picture.
He was.
Just
he
like
was
a little
in
kaleidoscope,
trance.
just fucking.
He was literally in a trance. He was literally just.
Yeah, zoned out.
That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, damn, bro, he really is into that. And then I went, oh my God, is that all the money on the floor?
Yeah, that's crazy. John Morant. Spended 8 games.
Yeah, no pay. It's kind of wild.
He's good.
Yeah, but
Powerade dropped him.
he might miss
They
out.
did?
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
Powerade's for chumps anyways, unless you're LeBron.
He just came out with the commercial though. Like
They
just
dropped
released.
his commercial, yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of money lost on that.
He's
alone.
going to lose a lot of money. He's going to lose out on, I think, 41 mil if he doesn't.
Yeah, I wonder what Nike does. He just got that shoe.
If he doesn't make an All NBA team, he's going to lose out on 41 mil.
Wow.
Why?
Because that's in his contract. But if he has to make at least one of the All NBA teams, and then he gets 41 million. He still might. The tweet that I was reading about it.
That's a crazy
He
contract.
still has, because I think he's played like 50 something games. Like he's still eligible to make the All NBA team. So it's possible that he could still make like third team. With the stats that he has, it's possible. But
He doesn't have to be first team.
no, he just has to be any All NBA team.
Oh, he's
any
got
All
it.
NBA
He's
team.
got it. But also his shoe just came out too. Like bad timing.
Well, I did see something that said Nike was like
They're probably not going to.
they're not going to cut ties with
Yeah.
them. Nike came out with a statement saying like they're fully supporting Ja. It was right after he announced that he was. It was not Ja Wick. It was right after he had came out and said that. It was right after he had came out and said that he was going to a facility to get help. So I think when he said that, Nike was probably like, all right, we're going to support this guy. I mean, look, Nike's Nike. They don't care. People are going to buy his shoe. John Morant's shoe is fucking insane.
They dropped Kyrie pretty.
Kyrie,
A little bit different.
Kyrie was a little different, I feel like. Kyrie was a little different. John Morant was going through...
Let's not get off topic. What are you doing with your money? If you're first overall,
You're right.
bro. First overall.
Probably buying my mom a house for sure, my parents a house, probably buying them cars.
said it first.
I mean, I feel like that's the obvious answer, though. You know?
Is it? Spencer's it.
I literally was getting to it, I promise.
Bro. Maybe
Spence got way too geeked here and that he was get 24 right now.
Maybe after helping his parents move for 2 weeks, he's like, I'm buying
You guys are sitting right there. We're not doing anything.
Spence is like, I'm paying for movers and fucking moving their house.
Literally. Yeah, I'd probably hook up all my family. I mean, if I'm getting 24 mil.
Dude, your PC setup would be insane.
I feel like I'm probably...
That's definitely something I would do. I'd have a complete dedicated room, studio game
Dream room.
like everything.
I've always...
golf simulation room, for sure.
I've always thought about this, like, if I ever did come up on a large amount of money like this, just any sort, I feel like I would try not to do the dumb thing and spend it all. So I feel like I would probably...
invest a little, huh?
Maybe invest a little, but I definitely would give, like, all my family money. Just because, I mean, we're thinking, if we're going based off this 24 mil, I mean, within my internal family, I think there's 7 of us.
Yeah, everybody earned 100K.
I'd probably give everybody a nice check, probably like 100, 200K, maybe more, depending on it. $250 probably. I would definitely buy myself a house. Probably nothing too crazy at first because
invest in real estate. Have your fam live in Arizona, and then you buy a crib wherever you play.
Sometimes I feel like I see some of these players like houses, and I'm like, dude, why?
Massive.
I'm like, they are so massive. Like Brooks Koepka's house on
that shit was fire,
bro. That shit was insane.
That's a Miami crib, though.
It is a Miami crib, but I mean that's golf. It's a little different. He's potentially making millions weekly. Like that's money that's.
But he could also make nothing.
No, I agree, but I mean,
at one point he was making millions.
At one point he was making millions. Now he's making a shit ton with Liv.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean,
he's
making. He's making fat stacks with Liv. There's a Liv event actually here in a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Tucson. We're gonna run it.
It was here last week.
In Tucson?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last
week. We should have went. That would have been
it.
sick.
Yeah.
But I think.
Phil Mickelson got a bag, dude. Everyone got bags.
Everyone did. DJ
definitely.
Yeah, I think I would obviously do the simple thing, like give my family money, buy my parents something. I would definitely treat myself though. Same with what Spencer said. I'd probably buy myself some nice clothes, get some nice shoes.
Maybe franchise a Chick-fil-A.
Hook up my friends. Probably take all my friends and family on a nice vacation or something. Like that would be sick. Like getting all me, you, Evan. And I can't think of really anyone else that I would want to take, but I'm just kidding.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Obviously, all the homies, family, that'd be cool. That'd be a good time. I wish. Maybe, hopefully someday, if any one of us gets $24 million.
Yeah, hopefully Sideline Banter signs a signing bonus someday. That'd be cool.
Hey, Barstool, we're ready to go.
Hey, put us on.
I mean, you already got some whack guys on there, so why not get two more,
Hey, throw us up. All right, Blake Elliott, shout out for the question. We definitely do some cool shit with the money. I couldn't even fathom. I
really wouldn't know.
Hey, we got some fan love for you today. How about that? Yeah.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Luke Schreiner, baby. Shout out Luke Schreiner.
Shout out Luke. Hey, congrats. Guy just got married.
Hey, congrats, Luke.
Congrats.
He wants to know, why is Coop such a stud? Tell us your secrets.
I don't know, man. I just am, I guess. I was born this way.
Come on, give the people some game, dude.
Born this way, man. I don't have any secrets. I just wake up beautiful every morning.
Oh, is that it? That's your secret?
Yep. Some days I wake up and I'm like, damn. But most days I wake up and I go, God damn.
Do you think it's like the snacks that you keep by your bed that you eat snacks in the middle of the night, and that's just how you...
Oh, it's definitely the sleep eating in the middle of the night. Yeah. I woke up actually the other morning and there was a box of CT Crunch next to my bed. Don't remember eating any of it.
Criminal.
Don't remember eating any of it.
Yeah, Sideline Banter, if you didn't know, Coop.
He's a sleep eater.
Apparently sleep eating syndrome. It's a problem.
It's bad. It's very bad. I'll wake up in the middle of the night with protein bar wrappers in my hand. And I'm just in the morning and I'm like, bro, what? And I'm
fucking protein bar squeezing out of your hand.
Bro, literally, I'll literally wake up in the morning and I'll just be like this, on my side, and I'll open my eyes and I'll be like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't remember eating this at all. Why is this wrapper in my hand?
Hey, at least it's Gaines.
Hey, it's Gaines, yeah, but dude.
Hey, get a hold of your problem, man.
That's why I don't buy Pop-Tarts anymore.
That's demon time.
It is demon time.
Shout out Luke Schreiner for the fan love.
Thanks, man. Congrats again.
Next question, boys. Avila Julian 80. Julian Avila. Which team? He's a Bears fan, so keep that in mind. Which team is the new king of the NFC North? Early predictions.
I want to say Minnesota still, but I know Detroit's creeping up.
I think it's Detroit's division this year. Especially with
it is definitely their division to lose. I would say.
Yeah, without Rodgers, I think there's just too big of a question mark around the Packers right now.
It hasn't happened yet, though.
It hasn't.
Rodgers was pretty high on Jordan Love today.
He was. He did But did you watch Pat today?
But the Jets did get Lazard.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers said today that he's signing with the Jets if they're just working out compensation.
Yeah. You know, it would be so fucked.
Yeah, but he also said people that he would want, and Lazard was one of them.
Yeah,
he already
signed. He already signed.
So that means they're gearing for him.
That's what I'm curious about, with Jordan Love.
Yeah, who's he gonna throw to?
Is what is Green Bay gonna do? Are they gonna try and load up on weapons? Because who's on that roster right now?
Romeo Doubs and
I guess Watson, huh? Duh, we totally forgot. They have two rookie wide receivers who honestly shined last year.
Doubs and Watson.
Watson, yeah. I mean, if they get a veteran in that room,
they need one.
Then
they
I
lost
think
Cobb
because that quarterback receiver room will be led by Jordan Love who's young, and 2 rookie wide receivers.
You don't like that.
You don't like that at all. So, hey, they could be a team that they might be looking for a receiver in the draft. I would be curious. That would be hilarious if they drafted a receiver this year in the first round, right after trading Rodgers to the Jets.
Dude, I can see that.
That would be fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. I like Rodgers, but
there aren't any insane receivers, though, this year.
Well, where are they at in the draft? I got it right here.
They're probably just middle of the pack.
They're probably like right around. I think you're right. They're probably like right around where.
I'm gonna guess 16.
15.
Yeah,
you were close.
Yep,
so I mean, that could be. That could be. There's a couple guys that could go at 15 because
that's pretty high for a receiver, though.
Yeah, but
in this draft,
there are a couple top receivers in this draft that a lot of people are pretty high on. Quentin Johnson from TCU, he's pretty nice.
Kevin White 2.0.
I'm going to butcher his last name, but Jackson Smith Jigba, right?
Njigba.
Are you sure the N's not silent?
No, it's there.
Jordan Addison? At 15, that's a
way
number.
Too high.
That's a number I feel like you could go for. If the Packers don't need anything defensively or, offensive line, as far as I'm aware, they're pretty set other than Bakhtiari, but.
I don't know. I definitely think the Packers are not looking good for the next year. I think they're at the bottom of the division right now, and
I'm high on Jordan Love. I like him.
I like the Bears. I like the moves the Bears have made right now.
I agree. They've spent the second most money so far in free agency.
They've done some really good things.
See how much the Broncos spent on day one?
Yeah, they wouldn't say.
$219 million.
Crazy. I wish that was
$219 million spent.
That was my team. That's for sure.
Insane. And they got all the receivers up on the trade block. Not on the trade block, but they're all open to discussion. They're open to trading Sutton, Judy, and Hamler.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Peyton must not like any of those guys. Or Russell doesn't, and Peyton's willing to get rid of him.
I don't think it's Russell. I feel like maybe Peyton's just trying to gauge and see what they can maybe get out of him. Because the reason why Peyton was hired, and we talked about this months ago, was because they were done with this Russell gets control of the team bullshit.
True. So it's got to be Peyton.
If it all came out that it was Russ who didn't like the receivers, then what's the point of hiring Peyton? You know what I mean? It's like
true.
Like Peyton was supposed to come here and be the guy who's like, all right, I'm fucking taking control of this team, my team. I'm the head coach. You're the quarterback.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
I like the moves the Bears have made, though. I agree. I think that
the Tremaine Edmonds signing is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Good leadership. And they got TJ Edwards as well. So they have 2 linebackers now. After getting rid of Roquan Smith, signed 2 guys to pretty nice deals. They have the Japhon Brisker in the back. They have, the D-line is questionable for sure. They weren't really good against the run last year.
And it's very questionable.
You get rid of David Montgomery as well, which was your bell cow, and you gave a lot of the touches to. But you also have now a pretty good receiving core with DJ Moore, N'Keal, and Claypool. Mm-hmm. And then you also have...
You're forgetting about Mooney.
Mooney and Cole Kmet. So you can go... You have 5 wide receivers that can catch the ball and a tight or 4 and a tight end. Mm-hmm. They could be kind of exciting to watch. Ultimately, I don't think that they're going to... I think they still need another year or 2.
Oh, I think they're still probably 2 years away realistically from competing.
Yeah, but if they have a good draft, it could really set them up for next year, I think. And
it really all does depend on the draft because they got the 9th pick. I think they could do anything. I'm assuming they're probably going to go offensive line.
Maybe.
That because Fields right now, obviously they're trading out of the number 2 pick.
They could trade back again, though.
Obviously they're trading out of the number 1 pick. They're sticking with Fields for at least another year. I've already said this multiple times. I think everybody needs to sit and wait for Caleb Williams next year because I think the truth when he comes out. But they got to go O-line, I think.
Yeah, makes most sense.
Back to the question, though.
Yeah, Bears and Packers fight for the bottom.
Bears and Packers are fighting for 3rd and 4th.
Lions and Vikings fight for 1 and 2.
Vikings, to me, I think they're pretty much the same team. Obviously, they've made a lot.
The addition of Byron Murphy's kind of huge.
They've made a lot.
Zadarius Smith is out though.
They cut Kendricks. Zadarius.
They cut Thielen.
Asked for the release. They haven't granted it yet. I feel like they're probably going to try and work something out with him. Harrison Smith his name's been up on the cutting block.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Who else did they cut?
Thielen,
yeah. So Thielen, they're cutting more to get room, I think, for that Jay Jettas deal that they're going to give him because they're going to have to pay him. He's going to reset the market. Minnesota, I feel like it's going to be the same team. I want to say Detroit so bad, but
I know, me too.
I'm not
ready yet.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not 1,000% sold on them yet. I'm just not.
I would love it if they won the division and the North was theirs.
If
I think it'd be dope.
If they carry the momentum into next season, then they'll be golden. It's just a matter of.
Yeah. But they played so good last year, man. If they carry over,
and no, they were 1-6 at one point though. That's what scares me. What scares me.
But that was the beginning of the year with the new coach, and they turned around.
I get it.
They were a scary team at the end of the year. What if Amon-Ra's insane next year?
Oh, I think he probably will be. And honestly, the David Montgomery signing,
huge with DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the signings.
Lose Jamal Williams though.
But that is my favorite sleeper signing. I love Montgomery. He's pretty much the same in what you get in Jamal Williams, but I think he's more
of a 3-down back.
Yeah, he's more of a 3-down back. David Montgomery you can have in at any point, like you just said, he's 3-down back. Jamal Williams
carried the Bears last year.
Obviously made his success goal line.
Yep.
Power runner, but David Montgomery is more than just a power runner. David Montgomery can rip off a 40, 50-yard run at any point.
He's a dog. He's a downhill runner.
Yeah, not saying Jamal Williams couldn't, but
I think that
I like Montgomery a lot more.
When we watch where Swift went,
I hope Williams gets a payday after last season. I hope he does.
He went to the Saints.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Jamal Williams got signed to the Saints.
Do you know how much? Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, Jamal Williams is on the Saints now.
Wonder what they're going to do with Kamara.
So he's going to not play next year.
Yeah, I thought he's
getting suspended.
Domestic violence.
Are they going to suspend him?
I think his thing is the whole year.
Oh, I had no idea he was even getting suspended.
I'm pretty sure that's the last I heard of it. But I think David Montgomery gives you what you missed from DeAndre Swift as far as downhill running last year. He was running side to side, and he had his moments laterally, but we also saw him a lot of times not pick up the first down in pivotal moments because he was trying to be a shifty running back rather than that bruiser downhill, and that's where you're going to get Montgomery. He's going to get the first down every time it's available, and he's going to give you carry after carry and make it hard on a defense, wear them down, and that's ultimately what Dan Campbell wants to do. Wear a defense down, run the ball to Montgomery, pick up a couple first downs, put in Swift, run play action, and get him catches out of the backfield and make Jared Goff throw easy plays, pretty much.
I agree. Yeah, I think we're pretty sold on who we think. It's going to be a battle between Minnesota and Detroit. But again, we never know. It's the NFL.
Hey, the Bears are on their way up, though, Julian. Appreciate you for the question, Avilia Julian 80. AJ Munch, cousin, shout out. He wants to know, are the Giants now valid with Darren Waller? Gets traded to the New York Football Giants. How do we feel about that? That's a splash signing.
I don't know how to feel about that yet. I like Waller. I don't know if he's still the same player he was his first 2 years in Vegas. I think it definitely helps. It's definitely not, I mean...
And he dimes enjoys his tight ends.
I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I'm still kind of up in the air about that.
I'm excited.
I like Waller. I would be nervous if I were you.
Yeah, I am a little bit. I forget he's in the division, yeah, but... I think we see Dable's offense last year utilize the tight ends very effectively. We saw a lot of the success that came from Daniel Jones in the Giants offense last year was off of play action, easy throws, getting the ball out of his hands, 10 and out, 10 and in, sit the hook curl route and find an opening. And Waller is going to be able to eat in that offense, especially if they get it going with Saquon on the ground, run play action and give him the opportunity to run vertical because they don't have very vertical threats on that offense right now, especially after losing Tony, who was not utilized. They don't have a burner over top.
Honestly, didn't really get utilized a ton in Kansas City either, which I thought was surprising. Yeah, there's moments, but...
Still Super Bowl champion.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Scored a touchdown, actually.
I think we could see Waller being a very, very pivotal factor for the Giants down the road. That's another dimension playmaker that they didn't have last year. They rely solely on who? Daniel Jones running the ball and Saquon out of the backfield, either running or catching.
Yeah.
And if Slayton makes an insane catch down the field because God knows Galladay wasn't doing shit. So it was up to Slayton to do that. And that's where
I'm interested if he signs with them.
Yeah, true. Well, that's where the Giants saw a lot of production out of their tight end, and I think having a guy like Waller, who's a solidified number one.
Who was their tight end last year? Do you remember?
Greg Ellison, I think.
Oh, you're right.
So they had they had a revolving door at tight end, and every single tight end still got work and still had a lot of catches. So I think if Waller stays healthy, unlike he did last year, but he could have just hated playing for McDaniels, is what I heard.
That's what it seems like. McDaniels is shipping off pretty much everybody who was part of the group.
Josh Jacobs hates him.
Yeah, I'm curious on how the Raiders are a question mark. But yeah, the Giants, The Giants trade with Waller, I don't hate it. I think
Giants are valid though. That's
a good
take.
move. I think it's a good move. I just think they didn't really give up too much.
Yeah, like who? Isaiah Hodgins? Like Waller's the best weapon they have.
Yeah, I would say right now probably him and Saquon for sure.
Yeah, of course Saquon.
I think it just all depends on how. I think it just depends on how Waller is health-wise. You know, he's been kind of in and out the last couple seasons. When he came back this year, he looked nice. He had a couple big-time games. I don't know. I'm just that guy when somebody starts to get injured consistently or frequently, which I guess is the same thing. I always just have a question mark with them. I mean, even with some of the Steelers' own players, like now with TJ, he's starting to get injured a lot. It's more of like, okay, like how much longer do we really have with this prime player?
And I
feel like Waller is kind of at that point, considering he's been in the league already for a large amount of time, had his struggles, obviously, when he was on the Ravens. How much time do the Giants really have left with him? This could be hit or miss for me.
We'll see, but that's them going all in.
I like the move. I like the move a lot. The boom or bust potential is massive.
Yeah, I think it's them going all in, though. Like, they didn't have a weapon, and they hadn't got one for Danny Dimes yet. So, like
the Giants, to me, are a team I feel like could select a receiver in the first round this year.
What if they got OBJ back?
I don't think so. I think that ship sailed. I think they re-signed Daniel Jones. They're going to try and figure something out with Saquon after this year. They can afford to sign OBJ. He wants 15 to 20 mil a year. That would be that they can't afford to waste time with him. I think they will try, since they got Daniel Jones signed, they will try and get a new, fresh, brand new, young, talented wide receiver in that offense. Try to mesh with the guys that they have now, who are somewhat talented, definitely talented, but not these superstar factors. They're bringing Sterling Shepard back. Obviously, Slayton has had his moments. Isaiah Hodgins looked decent last year.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, Sterling Shepard's another one that needs to stay healthy. If Waller stays healthy and they go out and get a guy like a Jordan Addison or, I'm going to butcher his last name again, from Ohio State. Jigba, like one of those pieces could really make or break how this offense looks next year. And
they're scary.
They're going to be scary.
I think Giants are definitely valid. That's my point. But
I agree.
I think they're going to definitely compete.
The Waller trade to me, they're definitely valid. I like it. It's just, like I said, it's
still skeptic.
How much time does he have left to? And I mean, he could prove me wrong. I hope he does, because I like Waller.
Me too. We'll see. Either way, AJ, I think NFC East is going to be a tight race this year. I think Giants have a really good shot as well. I'm being realistic, because they did good things last year with Dayball, and they can only get better from where they, I think, were last year. Especially if they continue to add guys like Waller and playmakers. So not going to be cool to see him in the division for the next couple of years if he ends up being anything like he was on the Raiders. AJ has the next question. What impact does Ramsey signing with the Dolphins mean for the defense? Dolphins defense mean for football fans?
I hated this move.
Why?
The past 3 years, Dolphins have gone insane in free agency, and every year it's Dolphins are the new best team. Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl. Dolphins are going to do this. Dolphins are going to do that. Congrats to them for getting Ramsey. Don't get me wrong, because there was a slight moment where I was like, maybe Pittsburgh will go after him. But
Ramsey's going home to Florida, bro.
For AJ's question, I don't think there's a massive impact on this. Honestly, I don't.
Wow.
To me personally, I like the move that, and I hate I'm going to say this. I like the move that I like Dallas's secondary better, in my opinion. I like Ramsey. I like Howard. Not dissing Howard, but he hasn't been the same guy that he has been since they signed him to this new contract. I like Gilmore's veteran presence with Diggs, who past 2 years has been showing real flashes of potentially being the best corner in the league. I know you were really worried about how his production was going to be last year after his incredible interception-filled season 2 years ago, and he went out and proved a lot of people wrong, played really well still. Gilmore, to me, I think has a lot left in the tank, played pretty well with Indianapolis.
Played really good last year.
He played really good with Indianapolis. Both of those secondaries to me they're very close, but I like Dallas's defensive scheme a lot better. I'm sorry, I like Dan Quinn. I like what he did with that defense last year. I like what he's done with that defense the last 2 years.
All right, cool.
I don't know. I think I also just have a hatred for the Miami Dolphins. Yeah. I think I just do. But not saying that Howard and Ramsey aren't good. Obviously, they're good. But I like I think what leans me to Dallas more is the fact that Diggs is starting to show consistently good play, and now they just got Stephon Gilmore, former Defensive Player of the Year, who is still playing great for 32 years old. I think I like what they're building in Dallas.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Thanks, because if this guy's on the team,
I'm the GM. I made that move.
No, you didn't.
I called up Jerry. I said,
nope.
You got to get Gilmore out of Indy. He needs to shine. Bring him in to play man-to-man coverage and let Diggs roam the field and get those interceptions again. Big interception year for Diggs if Gilmore stays healthy. That was what was missing last year. Is he had to cover the whole field. All right, but ultimately my view of the Ramsey trade, I really like it. I think he's going to be sweet on the Dolphins. Going back to Miami, I think he's going to look dope too in that uniform. I think he's going to look super cool. But yeah, he's going back to his hometown. He played at Florida State, where he was one of the most dominant players in the world ever, college football history. I just think him going back to Miami, I think it's going to be really cool. Hopefully he's really focused on football. I know he's older and he already won the Super Bowl, so could be just going home to end his career type of vibe. But I think him and Howard are a really scary combo on the outside. Personally, I think that if they do play right and have the good scheme in front of them and a good pass rush, we could see this team getting a lot of turnovers and being exciting on defense. Ultimately, AJ, I think it's bad for you because as a Patriots fan, Miami's defense gets loaded up even more.
They're done in that division.
They're definitely holding the bottom right now.
If Jets actually do pull off this trade and get Rodgers, I think I'm sorry.
They're done. Football might not look the same for you for a little bit, AJ.
They're done. Hey, AJ, you can borrow my Juju jersey, though, if you want.
Oh, a little trade swap.
No. Oh. I don't want any of his stinky Patriots jersey.
Brady jersey?
You can just, no. I would burn them.
He owns your franchise, though.
He owns every franchise, so I'm not too held on that.
Who beat him in his last game?
The Cowboys.
Let's go.
And we're talking Patriots, Brady.
Oh, but Dolphins definitely, like Cooper said at the beginning, I think they've been going crazy in free agency, but they've kind of under-delivered with a lot of those free agent signings. Like, who was the fucking edge rusher that didn't do anything?
For who?
Miami that they signed. Bradley Chubb.
Oh, yeah, Bradley Chubb. He kind of came alive near the end of the year, but he didn't do anything.
We'll see how that pans out. I mean, if he can get to the quarterback.
Signed him to a fat extension immediately, too, which I think is hilarious.
So, Ramsey's cool getting traded, but I think that shows more about the Rams than it does the Dolphins at this point.
Really have this one up on the slide right now?
We do. We got a question from the MMA llama that we called earlier. He wants to know, before we get into this the topic, about the football, give him a follow. Is Aaron Rodgers a cuck?
I think he is, honestly.
He's been cucking the NFL for a couple weeks, huh?
I hate to admit it, he is. He is. I like Rodgers still, but damn, bro, that man loves the spotlight right now. He loves it so much.
Yeah, Carlo, he's definitely been cucking the NFL and the whole industry right now as far as making everybody pay attention to him.
I've never seen anybody milk something like this so much. And I'm not hating on him. Props to him because this is his moment. Brady's gone.
But I don't even think he's trying to make it his moment. The way he talked about it today, he didn't seem like he's just chilling.
I agree. I don't think he's trying to make it his moment, but I think
everyone just wants him to make a decision.
I think there is a large amount. I think there is a lot of him that definitely is like, yeah, no, like, you know, everybody's waiting on me. Like, and I think you're right. He's definitely chilling, but I think he realizes like, I pretty much hold the power of like a lot of decisions in my hands, and like.
But he said it's already done. It's literally between the Packers and the Jets that are making the decision.
I think the thing that irritates everybody is like, if it's already been done, like what was the point of dragging all this on?
The teams are cucking him.
Another 2 weeks waiting. You know, I agree. The teams probably are cucking him a little bit as well because obviously they're still looking to work out a trade. The Packers. Allegedly want 2 first-round picks for him, and I'm not saying he's not worth it, but I don't think they'll get 2 first-round picks for almost 40-year-old quarterback who literally said he was 90% retiring today until he got out of the darkness room retreat or whatever. That's crazy. 2 first-round picks is a lot. I think they'll probably get a first-round pick.
He's got chips on his shoulder the way Green Bay disrespected him, bro.
I know, but dude, I don't know.
Revenge tour for Rodgers.
I don't know, but I think he's definitely a cuck. Definitely. He's an asshole. He isn't. I mean, the guy's family doesn't like him. That's gotta, unless his family tried to unless his family.
Now you're opening a whole can of worms, dude, huh? Get off his fucking head.
Well, I mean, this has to go with the question. I mean.
Do you think he's actually a cuck though?
No, I don't think.
Literally a cuck?
I don't know what a cuck is, to be honest with you. I just figured it was like, an asshole.
It's like when you watch someone fuck your girl or guy.
Oh, I don't know. He's kind of a weirdo. He might be.
He like practices showing his restraint.
No, I don't think so, because he's had a lot of relationships with some pretty famous and good-looking people. I couldn't imagine they would be cucks,
Never know.
I don't know. But, I definitely think Rodgers is a bit of an asshole. I like the guy, though. I like it. Like I said, I like it. He's the last generation of quarterbacks left from that generation. God, that sentence was worded poorly, but...
Last of the OGs.
Yeah, the last of the OGs. I mean, Brady's gone now. Breeze, Roethlisberger, Rivers, Matt Ryan is about to get cut. Who knows what's going to happen with him? Like, I don't... Yeah, he's definitely an asshole for sure. But I mean, props to the guy. I'd probably do the same thing.
Shout out Flat Football. We're gonna see Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uni next year.
Is Rodgers a cuck?
I mean, he's been cucking the media. I agreed with you, but okay. I don't think he's an actual cuck. That's for sure. But we talked about it, him being a cuck. But he's actually going to the Jets. That's what Hudson Willock wants to know. Aaron Rodgers, Jets Super Bowl? ? Are Jets legitimate Super Bowl contenders with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback?
I'll let you go first, because I
don't know if they're ready this year to be legit contenders, because they still have a really young core. I don't know if him coming in necessarily makes them instantly Super Bowl contenders. Division's really tough, but they also have a really good defense. They have a top 5 defense, but a really young core, and it's going to be pivotal to see if they're ready to make that jump, because they haven't played in the playoffs. Nobody has playoff experience on that team. Rodgers is going to have to really be the leader on that team, far and above what he probably was expecting or wanting to do again with the new team. But
I think he'll be excited. He'll be revamped, I think, once it finally happens. He's like, I got this young, really good, talented team around me. New York is
so different than fucking Wisconsin, bro. That's so crazy.
Oh, I agree.
But I don't know. I think they're a 10-win team guaranteed this year. I think
they're 10 wins as well. I mean, this Packers team last year, they won 8 games last year, and they were struggling last year.
I could see the Jets winning 12.
This Jets team, I think is better. If you plug Aaron Rodgers on this Jets team last year, I think they make the playoffs. I think they make the playoffs this year.
You get Breece Hall back. If he's healthy the whole year, Rodgers has a good running game, can run play action. He's grooving back together with Nathaniel Hackett. I think him and Robert Salah are going to get together or get along really well.
Yeah, he's got Hackett back as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Hackett. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good fit.
Yeah, I like it. Honestly, I like the Jets a lot. The Jets are just one of those teams where I'm just like,
yeah, could they actually be good? Like,
Jets,
Yeah.
I think they've just been that team.
The Jets.
Like, they've just been that team for so long. It's like, no.
Is it going to be crazy, too, from my perspective? I'm going to be actively cheering for the Jets when they're playing.
FX.
Because I want to see Rodgers do good.
FX.
So,
I'd like to see I hope Rodgers goes out and wins another Super Bowl. That would be cool.
That'd be crazy. He'd be immortalized in New York.
Which would be so weird. Oh, without a doubt.
He'd be the next Joe Namath.
Without a doubt. He would be probably idolized more than Joe Namath. Honestly. Joe Namath was so...
Joe Namath said that he could wear the 12.
I did see that. I kind of hope he doesn't.
Me too.
I kind of hope he goes back to his college number. That's
8.
Sick. Yeah, I think 8 would look weird, but I kind of hope he does.
I hope he goes. I hope he just says fuck it and is like, I want to wear the 0 this year.
Are they gonna do that?
They said for preseason.
0 would be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
That'd be crazy, huh?
I like him on the Jets. I do. Like I said, the Jets are just again a team where I'm just like, they're a team that I kind of forget about sometimes. Like,
hard to see it.
Yeah, they're like a team that I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot the Jets. We play the Jets this weekend. Oh yeah.
Right? Like, oh, we should win that. But now with Rodgers, it's like, oh fuck, we don't know what we're getting.
I wouldn't say because we lost to them.
Oh.
Hey, Kenny's first game, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. So.
Anyway, shout out Hudson Willock. I don't know if the Jets have Super Bowl promise, but I do know that your team won't be going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, maybe for a while. We'll see.
Yeah, R.I.P. Cheeseheads.
I don't know. I think the Packers will be.
They'll be all right. People won't know how to play them because they'll be different, but I don't know if the Jets quite hit the Super Bowl, but they'll compete in the division, I think.
Oh, they will, for sure.
All right, let's move on. That was Sweeping in Socials, everybody. Thanks for participation, everybody that got active this week. We always appreciate you hitting up @_Sideline Banter on Twitter and Instagram, answering our questions, our polls, getting us active for the episode.
Yeah, we answer every single one every time. Sometimes we're like pick the best 3 fans.
I've got a couple today.
Give it to the people.
Yeah, we cut a couple. We cut one that was cursed. And then I think we cut one of Talon's because he kept asking about John Jones' dick again.
Yep.
Which, you know.
Yeah, so we're chilling.
Last week you had a lot to say about.
We're cutting the fat.
Last week we probably said John Jones' dick probably like 80 times in the first take last week.
All right.
Which I didn't want to do again tonight. But yeah, thanks guys for thanks for the questions. We appreciate it as always. But now
move on to the crazy frenzy.
Crazy free agency frenzy been going on. We've kind of touched on some of our signings already. Thanks to you guys on Sweeping the Socials. Yeah, a lot of moves have been made. And
Let's go through them.
It's been absolutely crazy. I'm sure you guys can see them on the screen right now. A lot of moves to be made. A lot of moves that are up here right now. The first thing that I really want to talk about, though, which I think is, in my opinion, the biggest news. What the fuck is going on with Lamar Jackson? Why is he getting no interest? Why? Why is Deshaun Watson getting teams throwing millions of dollars at him, fully guaranteed? Hundreds of millions. 245 million, I think, guaranteed, somewhere in that range, fully guaranteed.
I think 230 is.
You got 230, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's still a fuck ton.
Either way, biggest, most guaranteed ever.
Lamar's struggling to even get.
Dude, it's disrespectful.
Lamar's got an MVP. He has a playoff one, I think.
Dude, I think even Derek Carr is getting, what, 35 or 40 mil a year?
Yeah, but he's on a 4-year. Lamar, I think, is looking for, I guess you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, it don't
to
matter.
be tagged for just 32 mil by the team that you've been 47-16. Is that what his record is?
Dude, even
Daniel
Jones. Daniel Jones is getting like what, 40 mil a year, something crazy like that.
Yeah,
with the potential to get like 45 million this coming year. It's nuts. I don't.
It's so fucking.
I think Lamar's record. I think Lamar's lost like less than 15 games too in his career. Like, and he's getting no love. I wonder if there's maybe something going on behind closed doors that we don't know about. Maybe
the owners are conspiring.
Maybe teams know that Baltimore.
Sam was saying something about because just he represents himself. Maybe that's why he's not getting
agent.
so much.
Yeah, but that would be. I don't know. That would just
asking for.
Yeah, but I mean, how would you not? I agree. How would you not want to, considering quarterbacks who have done nothing compared to you are getting more than that? Not saying
he's an MVP.
Not saying, yeah, he's an MVP. An MVP alone, and he's playing at this level is.
Dude, it's so disrespectful.
Baltimore will be a dumpster fire if they get rid of him. Trust me, I'm not complaining. I would like to see him leave. I would like to see him leave.
He has until week 10 to decide, so he could sit and ride until then.
I don't think he will, though.
Sorry, I don't know.
We have not seen that work out very well.
He could be just a big fuck you, just like.
I mean, look what happened to Le'Veon. He tried to do the same thing, and he's out of the league. He's done.
I think Lamar's level compared to Le'Veon's level, though, is
Pittsburgh. I'd love to have Le'Veon back. I loved him.
He's a goat.
I don't know. I think Lamar is levels above.
No, I agree, but I agree, but I think there's levels to the NFL. And sitting out for a certain amount of time and not playing. I mean, look at Deshaun Watson. He sat out almost 2 years, and he did not look good last year.
Not the same.
He still got a lot.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, he got a lot because before playing, Cleveland threw everything at him because it's Deshaun Watson, and they said, we have an opportunity to get this guy, this franchise-changing quarterback, who we all have, we're not going to talk about it, but like it's insane to me that Lamar's actually, there's a difference, yes, between asking for too much money, 100%. That could be a possibility. But it's insane to me that there's already reports coming out that teams are actually like, oh no, teams that need a quarterback.
Immediately
teams
just
that need quarterbacks.
Yeah, we're not going to pursue him.
That's wild.
Teams
giving
that
no
need
interest.
Atlanta just signed Taylor Heineke. No disrespect to Taylor Heineke, but come on.
Hey, get that bag.
Yeah, get that bag. But what? They're going to do a quarterback competition between Ritter and fucking Heineke?
I love that you call him Riddler. It's so funny. Every time, bro.
Ritter. It's Ritter, whatever. But Ritter and Heineke? Like, come on.
I know.
But I mean,
Commanders?
You could negotiate with him. They're not even talking to him.
Like,
Commanders need him.
They're not even talking to him.
Who was the other team? There was 3 teams that came out on that report. It was Atlanta, Commanders, and...
Indianapolis? Was that the other one?
No, I want to say it was Carolina at the time.
It could have been.
But still,
I honestly can't remember.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I would love Lamar.
Dude, but you can negotiate with him. Like, obviously, if he's asking for too much, like, yeah, you start high, but you bring it down. You come to a middle ground. And the fact that they're not talking to him is just like, it's
well,
here's
what I think is interesting about it too. Reports have been coming out about him turning down these contracts. One was $133 million, and I think there was a report that said he turned down a $200 million guaranteed, and he's pretty much don't quote me on that. I think I saw one that was around $200 million guaranteed, and he's publicly saying that it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, what is Baltimore really offering him? Like,
yeah, they could be just lowballing his
They could
ass.
just be lowballing the shit out of him. Exactly.
And he's completely justified in not doing anything.
Which I'm all for. I agree. Because like I said,
he should get his bag.
I like Lamar. I want him to get paid. But hey, if he's not on the Ravens,
Yeah, you ain't complaining.
okay. I mean, we only have to worry about Cincinnati at that point.
Dude, if he goes to the Commanders, that would be so fucked for me.
Oh, yeah. That would be, your division would be
Stacked.
hot. Your division would be
The best
hot.
division in the NFL by
Your
far.
division would be hot.
Holy fuck, dude.
That would be really bad for you.
You got Jalen. You got Dak, who you hate on, but I still like Dak. Not saying you in particular, but a lot of people hate on Dak.
He's back with Mike McCarthy.
We'll see. I'm still not sold on Mike, but he might be a little revenge tour that they cut Zeke.
What if they do a little swap?
Zeke's going to Tampa Bay.
Why? What?
Yeah, Tampa Bay has interest in bringing him in.
Man, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll
Zeke
get
and
signed.
Baker.
He'll get signed.
That's kind of a
Tampa Bay is going to be a completely different team next year.
Zeke and Baker in the bake field?
Yeah.
in the bake field.
In the bake field. That's.
In the bake field of the Bucks.
Yeah, I don't know. That's NFC East will be. Yeah, Jalen, Dak, Danny Dimes, who we're still kind of iffy on, but he showed flashes last year. And it's either going to be Lamar or it's going to be
Sam Howell.
Yeah, who I forgot I saw in Nashville.
Shout out Sam Howell.
Yeah, I saw that man in Nashville and I completely blew his cover. It was hilarious.
Coop said, "Oh my God, it's Sam Howell."
I was getting a drink at the bar and I looked up, saw this guy with a hood on, and I was like, "That's a nice Essentials hoodie." And then I was like, "Damn, that guy looks like Sam Howell." And then I said out loud, I was like, "Oh my God, Sam Howell!" And he immediately made eye contact with me and he just tapped his buddies on the shoulder and they left. And I was like, "Oh, I totally just fucking blew it." I was like, he was trying to have a good time. Hang out. I was like, he was just trying to have I was a little, I had some drinks. I was a little faded. And I was just like, music was bumping. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's Sam Howell." Who was going to recognize him? Come on. Who was going to actually recognize him? I was kind of upset because
in Tennessee, you'd be surprised he's a Nashville boy.
Maybe you're right. I honestly
or
am
North
upset
Carolina boy.
because I wish I would have gone up to him and been like, "Yo, man, give my pod a shout out. That's all I need. Let me buy you a drink. Give the pod a shout out." And
That'd be sick. Take a picture with me. Shout me out.
Yeah. Nope.
All right. Well, we have the list pulled up, as you guys can see, of the My Sports Update Ari Mirov signings. Let's go through them and see what they're hitting for. Jimmy G to Raiders is a big L, I think, for the Raiders. Gave up way too much money.
Like it.
Wow.
The money is a little lopsided, but I like it. I like Jimmy G. I think he gets hated on. I think he's a good. All he's done in the NFL is win. That's literally all he's done. All he's done is win.
In the Shanahan system. Hasn't played under McDaniel
We'll
since he played in New England.
He's a winner in New England as well.
One season. Okay.
Bill's a winner.
I'm skeptical about it. I am intrigued because he is reuniting with Josh McDaniels, so it could be good, but they're also getting rid of the run game, which Jimmy G needs to succeed. You have one of the best running backs in the NFL, and you're not going to re-sign him, so that's a big question mark. And the Raiders have a bad offensive line and don't have a lot of weapons, and they get rid of Waller as well, who didn't want to play for McDaniels. I really think that Jimmy G is not set up to succeed right now in the Raiders system.
That man's still in the league. What a baller.
So, yeah, I don't really like it for the Raiders. I think Jimmy G got overpaid. They don't have a lot of cap space to do anything. Raiders are fucked. Don't think they're going to compete in the AFC West this year at all. Jawan Taylor, Chiefs.
That division's kind of up in the air. I like the Taylor signing. I think
opted to go out of Orlando Brown and get Jawan Taylor from the Jags.
It gave Jawan
4 years, $80 million.
It gave Jawan more than the Bengals gave Orlando Brown. So I wonder if
they had more faith than Jawan Taylor.
Yeah, but I mean, Brown is. I don't know.
Brown was not that good before he got let go in Baltimore. Yeah. He was struggling.
Yeah, Jawan Taylor definitely probably might be a bit of an upgrade. I don't know.
I think he is. Commanders get a really good offensive tackle in Andrew Wiley from the Chiefs. He leaves and reunites with Eric Bieniemy. That's a really good signing. Bengals re-signed Jermaine Pratt, the guy who
literally said, damn, they gave him a deal. 3 years, 21 mil.
Pretty good. Yeah, the guy who was really pissed after the late hit, which cost him the playoff game. He was one that screamed some obscenity, right? What did he say? You can't fucking do that, man.
Yeah, he said it's my last year.
Yeah, my last year. You can't fucking do that. And you actually spoke that into existence, Jermaine Pratt. The opposite happened. You get re-signed, brought back to your team.
I really hope the Bengals are cursed for that.
I don't.
I really hope they are. God, I would be so happy.
Bengals make an expert signing today. Get an offensive lineman. Who'd they get?
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown. Yep. That's a really good pickup for the Browns or Bengals. Sorry, they need that. I'm reading. Dolphins get Mike White from the Jets. I don't know if it's an upgrade from Teddy B. It's an interesting signing. I think he did enough apparently in New York to get him a deal.
It's insane looking at this. I don't mean to cut you off because this, like, not even half of all the signings that have happened just in 3 days.
Going through.
And today's the day that they can become official. So
yeah, we're gonna see more tomorrow.
We're gonna see so many more. Oh my gosh!
I can't wait.
So
I
exciting.
love it.
So exciting.
Cowboys lose Connor McGovern, one of our stud offensive linemen. He goes to the Bills for a 3-year, $24 million deal. I think that's a really good pickup for the Bills if he can stay healthy. Texans get Case Keenum, like you referenced, makes his return to Houston.
You know what signing I really like on the top middle tweet?
Who?
There's two that I really like in this. One, I love the Baker Mayfield signing.
Really?
I love the Baker Mayfield signing. I'm a huge fan of Baker. I like him. I like the mentality he goes out there and plays with. He really just doesn't give a shit. Like, he's loves trash. The haters. He's not trash. This is what I hate about it.
Dude, his mechanics are so trash. I hate his mechanics.
Baker was Cleveland's savior for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then he has one bad year playing through injuries.
Hasn't been good since, player.
Huh?
He hasn't been good since, player.
He was decent last year for the Rams.
Yeah, that one Thursday night.
The Panthers were a dumpster fire last year. Come on, let's be real here.
Yeah, I guess.
Until they fired Matt Rule, they were a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
But he's going to a Bucs team that's pretty much the exact same team almost that went to the Super Bowl in playoffs consistently. I mean, he's going to be throwing to Mike Evans, Godwin.
So was the team last year, and they were dog shit.
Who?
Bucks? Oh, you say the Panthers?
No.
Yeah, you're right. The Bucs.
No, you were right. You were right.
They were dog shit last year. Weston barely won that bet over the fucking Falcons.
Barely won that bet. But it doesn't matter. It's 1 year. Todd Bowles' first year as a head coach, he might be able to turn around. I like this team this is the best team that Baker's ever played with. Look what we did with that Browns team. He took them to the playoffs. Don't say it. I already know. Okay? I already know. But the other signing that I really like is the Hayden Hurst signing with Carolina. Getting a very solid
pass catcher,
veteran presence, very consistent. As I was
good for a rookie quarterback.
That's exactly the direction I was going with. Whoever you're bringing in, you're already bringing in a guy who's been established in this league. They just got rid of DJ Moore.
Former quarterback too. He knows.
I had no idea he was a former quarterback, but Hayden Hurst to me is a perfect guy to bring a rookie quarterback in. And
he's a ginger though.
Hey, we're studs.
Oh.
I'm just more curious on what they're going to do at the receiver position now because
no DJ Moore.
Who do they have?
Terrace Marshall.
88, right?
Terrace Marshall, Tommy Tremble. They have nobody.
But 88, I think that's Marshall. He was pretty decent last year. But no, to your point.
83 is Marshall.
To your point, they have nobody. So I don't know. Maybe that's why Carolina's like, hey, if there's multiple prospects that we like, trade out. Maybe they trade to get a veteran receiver, or they trade and get multiple picks, and they pick receiver quarterback in this draft.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're either Stroud or Richardson probably. But we have Jordan Poyer going back to the Bills. I think that was a big surprise.
Yeah, I think they said it pretty well on Pat today. It sounds like he maybe tested the market a little bit and maybe just wasn't getting that much kickback.
True.
Because 2 years, 21 mil, right? Is that what it was?
Doesn't say.
I think the details came out that it was 2 years, 21 mil. I saw earlier today. It's not a horrible deal, but I mean, 2 years. It's kind of like it's kind of like make or break. These next 2 years, Jordan Poyer could become. He could become a traveling vet at one point. If I think this Buffalo team right now, I think they're 2 years away from
being blown up.
Exactly. I think they got 2 more years. The division's only getting harder to. Allen obviously is a cornerstone piece of that team. They will keep Allen there. There's already been some talks of trade Diggs.
He got restructured, though. Yeah, he got restructured. I think he got more money.
Okay, interesting.
So they took care of him.
Yeah.
He should be gone or stay.
As you said perfectly, I think they're about 2 years away from them being like, all right, this isn't working. Got to figure it out.
Steelers signed Cole Holcomb. Weird signing to me.
Love it. I love it. He's a dog. He's exactly what we thought Devin Bush was going to be, and I'm hoping he transitions it over to. Which means probably bye Devin Bush, because we also Spillane signed with Vegas.
Really?
He's gone. 2 years, $9 million, I think.
Weird.
And we obviously have Miles Jack. Was phenomenal for us last year. So bye Devin, I think.
Oh, sad. End of an era.
We traded up to get him. The only time we've ever traded up in my life. I will never forget that moment. I was at Chipotle before the Avengers Infinity War premiere. I got a notification that says Steelers trade up to number 10 pick, and I was like, this is not real, because they never have ever done that ever. Waste of a time pick. It's okay though. You know, he gave us one solid year.
Sadly, NFC East stays very difficult. Eagles keep both very stud DBs, and James Bradbury and Darius Slay ends up staying.
Not official yet, but the tweet, even Ian Rappaport quoted it and was like, looks like dang.
Well, that's really unfortunate. I thought Slay was going to end up leaving and that we wouldn't have to worry about him, but they keep both DBs. They're going to be stacked again in the defensive backfield. I know that Fletcher Cox is coming back for 1 year and a friendly deal, and Brandon Graham is also coming back. So they're not losing as many players as we thought. They lost both linebackers in Kazir White and TJ Edwards, but Eagles are actually not losing as many people as I anticipated them to in this offseason. I thought that they were not going to be a shell of what they were last year on paper, but it looks like they're keeping more players than I thought. I really, really love this signing. I don't know how you feel about it, but Broncos get Samaje Perine, 2 years, $7.5 million.
I really like that as well.
Hasn't fumbled in 5 years, is the antithesis of what Melvin Gordon is in a running back in Denver. This guy is a fucking stud and has never been a number one option in the Bengals offense, which had Joe Mixon in front of him for his entire career. Samaje Perine out of Oklahoma has always been a stud, a very, very hard runner, and I think that he's going to get a lot of carries out of Denver and going to be utilized really, really well in that offense, like we saw Mark Ingram used to get utilized. They're pretty virtually the same player. He's going to be very, very good for Sean Payton.
And Perine was pretty vocal for that offense near the back end of last season and into the playoffs. So
he's a leader, yeah.
I think this will be a good pick, a good pickup. They have Javonte Williams still, who they're kind of similar in style of play, I feel like. So Perine could be a veteran.
Javonte Williams' injury, I guess, is much worse than what they anticipated.
Really?
Yeah.
So they think he might not even play next year?
Yeah. Yeah.
How unfortunate.
So that's why the Perine signing happened.
That is quite unfortunate, actually. That sucks, because I like him.
Yep.
Like him a lot. Yeah, I was kind of hoping Steelers would be more active with a couple big name guys.
Cowboys are gearing up, baby.
I really wanted Edmonds. So bad. I thought he was perfect fit. They gave him a lot of money, though.
Yeah.
Not saying he doesn't deserve it, but yeah, no. I mean, the quarterback moves, in my opinion.
Matt Ryan's done.
Matt Ryan is. I think he'll get one more shot. He'll get one more shot. He's
I
not
hope
ready.
not.
He'll get one more shot. But there's been a lot of quarterback moves this free agency, and I don't think people have really. Maybe it's just because a lot of it was kind of already premeditated. But
Sam Darnold to the 49ers.
Sam Darnold to the
it.
49ers, I like it.
I
like
love it.
We were talking about it before the show.
He's going to be good.
He could be so good in that offense.
Yeah,
he could.
I think so.
Really honestly could. He could. Shanahan could literally revive his career, and that's what I hate about it, because
Same offense he ran at USC. Pretty much.
But it's becoming very obvious that Shanahan
doesn't give a fuck.
And
Who's that quarterback? If you can run it,
he might be the quarterback whisperer at this point. If
that's kind of already known.
Here's what I wanted.
Yeah, are they going to go with Trey Lance or Sam?
They're gonna go with Lance.
Yeah.
No, it's Purdy.
Purdy's not going
to play for the year.
Purdy can't even throw for another 2-3
yeah,
months.
he 9 months.
I thought that he was going to be good.
No, they said 6 to 9 months initially. Yeah. He won't play the first.
I thought he was going to be good.
No way. No way. He's got Tommy
maybe
John.
the tail
Or
end
not
of the
Tommy
season.
John. Whatever
was a
the
different
fucking
surgery.
Yeah, Tommy John.
No, he didn't end up getting Tommy John.
I didn't.
They said he might be ready to go.
I haven't really followed up.
I heard it was Lance, or I heard it was Lance and Darnold battling to back up for Purdy.
I didn't think Purdy was going to start. I don't know. I haven't really followed up on his injury since it happened. I thought he was going to get Tommy John and it was going to be.
That's what I think.
He wasn't going to play the season at all. I thought.
Yeah, that's what the initial report was. But I think since more stuff has come out, I'm pretty sure he had a different surgery because he waited really, really long. He just got it like last week.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, he got it last
week.
week.
He just got it last week. He got it March 10th.
Wow.
He was in Arizona 2 weeks ago. He went to Perry. So I don't know. I heard that he was going to be ready, but I could be wrong. Either way, while Cooper looks that up, Dallas Cowboys re-signed Leighton Vander Esch, which I think is a surprise. Linebackers were really deep in free agency right now, but we do lose wide receiver Noah Brown to the Texans. He's going to stay in Texas, go down to Houston and play. I'm happy that he got signed to another deal, but he only got 1 year, $2.6 million, so I would have liked to see us keep him.
For who?
Noah Brown.
Oh yeah. Purdy, by the way, could potentially still he could be back. It all just depends.
Start
it all
of the
depends
season.
on recovery.
Yes.
It all depends on.
Wow.
That's
it all
what I was
depends on how his
saying.
rehab goes.
Dude, with how late he got the surgery too?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The dog.
Quote from his doctor who did the surgery. When pitchers get that surgery, nobody's coming up at them and hitting that arm. That's why we really don't know how this will hold up when he gets hit again in the backfield. That would be my only concern. I think he'll be able to get out there and play, but it's the physical part of the game that could hold him back week 1, 2, and 3. So, see. That'll be interesting, though. That will be interesting because, honestly, I hate to admit it. Obviously, I hope Brock Purdy gets back, but I kind of want.
I want to see it too.
I'd like Darnold to be a stopgap for Purdy.
I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to just be like, you know what? Just
let Darnold play week 1 through 3 and then give it to Purdy.
I mean, but they got Lance.
See what he could do.
The question is still
Lance is done.
They gave up 3 first-round picks.
I hope they trade him on draft night.
That'd be
crazy.
They won't do that. No way. No way. That would be nuts. Because then they would automatically be saying, all right, Donald's gonna be our guy. Lance is gonna be on that team for the rest of the year because he is their insurance. He's their insurance. Because if Brock,
I think they got to move on from him.
if Brock
Shanahan knows he can win with any QB, what's the point of having Lance?
It's the fact that they gave up 3 first-round picks for him.
Very true.
They shipped off their future for him, and obviously they got Purdy, who looked really good. Looks like he could be the future. But if Purdy comes back, isn't the same player, maybe Darnold goes in at that point, and if he looks good, but regardless,
Darnold has had quite a bit of injury.
Darnold at times though has shown flashes of being able to.
But was also on that dumpster fire of Panthers, so like you can't really assess it.
Back end of the season though, when they got rid of Rule,
hey, he looks pretty nice.
And Wilkes was the head coach. He looked better. That's what I'm saying. He has shown flashes of being able to go in there.
And he can run the ball a little bit.
He's athletic. He's shown flashes of being able to go in there and win games when you need him to. And he's going to go to a team like this 49ers team who was honestly
stacked,
a quarterback away from maybe going to the Super Bowl.
Bro, and they just got who? The D lineman?
Hargrave. Who's an absolute dog, bro. Absolute dog. And breaks my heart because he was a Steeler. We brought him into the league.
Really?
Yeah, he started his first 3-4 years were with Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know.
Him.
Who?
That'd be crazy.
49ers?
I mean, why? So they can play 4 games total this year? Dude, those guys can't. They're another one like the Watts. They're so good, but they can't stay healthy. It's so unfortunate. It's
that brother shit.
What?
It's a brother shit.
That brother shit.
But yeah, the Niners are a big question mark. There's
Matt Ryan cut.
Did he get cut officially?
Yeah.
I saw that there were reports that he was maybe going to get cut.
It says right here.
Got cut.
On the side, it says he got cut.
Okay. That's no surprise to me. Yeah, he might be done. I think.
Bears get Travis home.
Really? Not bad. Did that just happen? No? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Oh, this is amazing. it makes you think. This is just case. This is DeAndre Hopkins 2023 cap hit, 19 million Cowboys. They're not getting D-Hop. Don't even.
Cowboys getting D-Hop. Watch out.
They're not getting D-Hop. I hope not. I'll be so upset. Yeah, this is the best time of the year in my opinion. Draft time's obviously fun, but there's nothing better than unlimited amount of news every day, seeing where players are going, new players, new faces, new players in new places. It's very exciting, and I'm excited for what's.
I love free agency.
Yeah, I'm excited for what's going to come next week. It's going to be honestly the next till draft time.
Yeah,
fantastic.
We're going to have a lot more to talk about for sure.
Yeah.
Any other free agency signings you want to talk about?
Other than Pat P literally getting signed and then changing his profile picture to the 6 Super Bowls, I thought that was hilarious. I love it. I love it because, you know, got that.
You love that energy.
I love that energy, but like even people under the comments were like,
so?
Bro, what? And then did you see what he said about on his podcast?
No.
He was like, I'd love to be able to wear 7 if Steeler Nation would let me. And everybody was like, no.
Did you see that Big Ben had Mike T on his show?
Yeah, I did. I haven't watched it yet. I watched a couple clips. But
You would never.
Okay. I watched a couple clips of it, but I haven't got the chance to sit down and watch it.
Big Ben, come on the show.
Oh, man, I'd love that. Oh, hey, also, don't forget, we do have some football on right now. XFL.
Yeah.
And the USFL, right?
Not yet. I don't think
Not
USFL yet.
Yeah, we do have some football on.
Shout out Hunter Rising.
It's been fantastic. I'm not going to lie. I've watched a couple games. The highlights we watched the other night of the St. Louis, and who did they play?
The Battlehawks and Arlington Renegades.
Yeah, that game was pretty sick. There's some guys who I think
might get some shine.
The Rock is definitely doing a good job, I think.
Doing it a justice.
They had like 35,000 people at their game last week.
Yeah, the Battlehawks are lit.
I think it was last Friday or last Sunday.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, St. Louis also was a football town that loved their Rams, and their team got snatched away.
Yep.
For some money, funds. Yeah. Pat P, that's probably my favorite signing right now, other than Holcomb. But what about you?
And jumps off the board yet. I'm hoping that Cowboys make one of these splash signings for sure.
We'll see. We do have a tendency of usually recording an episode and then the next day breaking news happens. So.
True. I'm happy we restructured Tyron Smith, cut Zeke, restructured Dak. It means.
Yeah, I didn't ask you about that actually. How do you feel about that?
I'm not mad at it.
You're not like
he was a big cap hit.
Are you like what Ty said today? You're not sad that it's over, but you know.
Yeah.
Happy that it happened.
Of course. Zeke and Dak together was a great era.
I didn't realize he was
insane.
Almost 9,000 rushing yards. I think 2,000.
He's insane.
2,300 receiving yards, 80 total touchdowns or something.
His stats are crazy.
His stats are nuts. Like his
stats in 9 seasons shit on Terrell Davis's 9 season career.
That's what I was gonna say. If he resurges his career, he could still be a Hall of Fame player. Like 8,000 rushing yards is a lot.
His career is already better than Terrell Davis, and he still has 5 years left.
Like, yeah, no, I still like Zeke. I hope he gets a fresh start with Tampa Bay. But yeah, I didn't get to ask about that. I was wondering how you were. I know had kind of talked about it.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm not too sad about it because it was time. But
do you think they would have franchise tagged Pollard still if they would have cut Zeke sooner? That's what I'm more curious about. Is it like, did they always know that they're going to cut Zeke, or did it come down to maybe like, hey, we could potentially get D-Hop. We probably need to move on from.
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think ultimately they wanted to franchise Tony so they didn't have to pay him a Zeke deal that they already gave out to a running back.
Because they would have had to pay him a Zeke type deal, I think.
Yeah, Pollard won't be back next year, I don't think, after next year unless he goes insane. Mm-hmm. But it was the right move, I think. But Zeke doesn't get cut until June officially because that's when his cap thing.
Do you think Dallas will try and draft a running back this year, maybe in a late round? I don't remember his name, but I did see you quote a Cowboys fan's tweet today.
Dude, if we draft Deuce Vaughn, I'm going to be so pissed.
Why? He's nice.
I want.
He is 5'8", though.
I want the second string running back from Texas, Roshan Johnson.
Yeah.
That's who I want.
Okay.
So I hope we draft him. Yeah.
Because I don't remember his name. 34 for Dallas.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of decent, right? You think he would be?
He's good.
Do you think he would be good enough for Pollard to still have the same production as he had with Zeke?
We need a guy that they're not. Pollard and the other guy
are kind of similar.
They're too similar. We need a bruiser like Zeke did. Zeke took a lot of pressure off of Pollard and runs different than him.
Okay, that makes sense.
We need a downhill running David Montgomery type guy to take carries off of Pollard.
David Montgomery would have been nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta stop. We're making this a Cowboy show.
Hey, all right. But I do have good news as well. I will be living up to being a real fan this year. The Cowboys play in Arizona.
Oh, so we got to go to a game. I'll go with you.
Yeah,
sure.
Cowboys play in Arizona.
And I'll wear a Steelers jersey like I do every time I go to a Cardinals game.
Can't go with me then.
Okay, fine. Can I wear
a Dak jersey?
No. I'll wear the Rodgers jersey just to be like, hey, fuck it.
You're a Cowboys fan. You'll be chilling.
No, but I'm down to go.
All right, let's hit it.
Cardinals are going to Arizona or Pittsburgh this year, and I'm going.
Oh yeah,
you're going to Pittsburgh?
Fuck yeah. Why not? I love Pittsburgh. I've only been one time, but I'm a Yinzer at heart, baby. I got that Yinzer blood in me.
Yeah, you are pretty dirty. The dirty city.
I'm going to eat Primanti Brothers 4 times a day, just like I did last time I was there. Fantastic.
He didn't.
I did, but okay. Hey.
Great show.
Should we sign off? Is it time?
Yeah, let's sign off.
Time?
What are we getting for dinner? I'm hungry.
I am hungry as well. Spence, what do you want for dinner?
Ever.
Ooh, Dave's.
Hey.
Oh, no, it hasn't been smacking lately.
I don't know. It's always
maybe we try Shaq's new Sloppy Joe.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's open anymore. Is it open late night?
Yeah,
I don't know.
9 o'clock. But hey, thank you guys for listening. This is, as always, your favorite weekly sports podcast show, Sideline Banter. I'm your host, Cooper Pose. Join with me, Weston Murphy, behind the camera, the man who brings us to you guys, the man who brings us to your living rooms, your cell phones, your headphones, your car stereo systems.
Best producer in the game.
Spencer Steinke. Don't forget to follow us at _Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. Find us at Sideline Banter on YouTube. New episodes every Thursday at 8 a.m. Listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you guys again for watching. We hope you guys enjoy this free agency frenzy, and we can't wait.
Till next week, baby. Let's go.
Thank you, guys.